Welcome to the Writer's Life, a place we get the sights, sounds, smells of my taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Um, punch out the like button and tap the bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one super exciting video. Multiple genres. Did you know that it's the United States? The United States is the only country that actually genreizes. Could be different now, but that's the way it used to be anyway. Um, I don't know why that is. It's very important for especially the highbrows who work at the writing schools or the New York State Writers Institute or something to be like, oh, he writes mystery, therefore he's lowbrow. Like if unless not only does he write mystery, but he makes a living. That especially, you know, uh, causes you to grow a scarlet letter. Um, and but if you write literary stuff that sells maybe a few hundred copies, if you're lucky, and you teach college to pay the bills, I'm trying to get this right, then they love you and they invite you to readings at the colleges and they force their students to go. So therefore, you have an audience, and they make the students buy the books. Like it's a fucking racket, Of course. Anyway, that's not what this is about, though. So, I consider myself a pulp writer. Everybody knows that. I write at pulp speed, um, but I also write in, I think at this point, many different genres. Everything from sci-fi, mystery, hard-boiled mystery, of course. That's my mainstay. Um, Psychological suspense. I have many psychological suspense standalones. Um, some erotic noir. What else? Action adventure, just pure action adventure. Um, I actually call it action adventure romance because there's always a romance involved, especially with my Chase Baker stuff. Um, and not only does writing in different genres um, mean that you're taking a chance and mean that you're educating yourself and you're expanding your mind and your talent and your ability to make money. Um, but also it makes things fun, because um, once I finish, say a Steve Jobs PI thriller, um, it's fun to go to like a completely different genre and play around there, you know, um, because it's different. If you're writing in the same genre every day, in and out, day after day after day after day, to me, it would just get boring. And I don't have that kind of attention span. That's why, I don't know how the literary writers do it. They torture themselves. They write this like agonizing copy that has no personality to it and no thrills, no spills, no love, no nothing. It's bland as all whatever. And they take 10 years to write it and then they put it out and nobody buys it. And I don't know. I don't get it. But when I went to writing school, that's what they wanted you to write. A real literary piece. And I don't know. Like I look at like the stuff like Hemingway wrote, and a lot of it was like bordered on romance. Like A Farewell to Arms, that's a romance. It's also an action adventure story. Um, For Whom the Bell Tolls, same thing. Romance, action adventure. Um, there's some political stuff going on there too, whatever. But you know, maybe The Old Man in the Sea could be considered a literary book, but again, action adventure and you know, I wouldn't say romance in that one. Um, it's an epic little book. But of course, when I was in writing school, like all the professors trashed it. They were like sentimental slop. I'm like, yeah, well, it made him about $6 million when he needed it most. And that was back in like 1954. So anyway, if you want to be a successful writer these days, where content is really king, you need to learn to write in different genres. Um, so and there's books on this. I'm not going to tell you that this isn't a how-to channel, but there's if you want to figure out how to do it, how to. I guess they say like how to hit all the tropes. The tropes. There's tons of books on it, tons of YouTube information on it. So just go there. All right. I hope everybody's having a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao, ciao.